I would like to start by saying a very big thank you to you for joining me on this amazing Mirror Talk podcast journey. My mailbox is still open and I would love to keep on reading from you on podcast.mirrortalk@gmail.com. I'm really grateful for the encouragement and for your engagement through listening and sharing with your loved ones. Without you, I will not be recording this episode of the Mirror Talk podcast. After the 58th episode, we'll be taking a break for some weeks and then kick off with season 2 in January 2021. I'm going to miss you very much. Hello and welcome to Mirror Talk. We have moments where we just have to pause. Just pause and take a break and reflect on life. Remember, you are strong, you are enough, you are capable, you are blessed, and you are loved. Your moment of greatness starts now. Today's topic is titled Mindfulness, Learning to Live in the Moment. I was inspired to write and talk about this after reflecting and evaluating my own personal life. I found out that during a lot of activities or even for days, I'm kind of in an autopilot mode, moving through the sequence of things, of events without being fully present in the moment. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, go through my morning routines, and find my way to my place of work. This happens week after week. It becomes a standard. I know when to wake up, I know when to take my shower, I know when to catch the bus, I know when to take the train, and before I know it, I am at my desk in the office. I don't know if this happens to you also. After leaving home sometimes, I ask myself if I remembered to even brush my teeth. I mindlessly carried out my morning routines or morning activities to the extent of not being fully sure of what I did or forget to do before finally getting out of the house. Sometimes, I have the feelings that 1 minute I was in bed and the next minute I was fully dressed in clean clothes and I'm on my way to a particular destination. Sometimes, I just step into a room and I totally forget my purpose for entering into the room. Can you relate with this? Or sometimes, while reading a book, I noticed that I could not remember how I got to that page that I'm currently reading, or even remember what I read in the last page. These examples made me curious to know if I could be much more present in everything that I was doing. I did not want my case to deteriorate so badly that I find myself outside of my apartment without a pair of shorts or trousers. That would not be nice. But this is something I've been struggling with. I humbly accept my situation, realize that I have to do something to change the situation, and now I am learning and doing my best to live in the moment. I am learning to be fully present. So what have I been doing to become mindful? I have been working on the challenge of overthinking. I noticed over a long period of time that I am mostly always in my thoughts. Either when I am alone or with company, I'm always thinking about the present, I'm thinking about the past, I'm thinking even possibly about the future. A lot of times, I just switch off from the reality and I switch into my fantasy or thought world. This happens quite often subconsciously. A friend will just be, talking and making mention of something that will trigger a chain of thoughts in my head, and then before I know it, I am gone. In order to become much more mindful, I am doing my best to stop worrying about a lot of things, most especially the things that are out of my control. To stop worrying about the past also involves forgetting and forgiving the past. Things that had happened to me or things that I had done wrongly. I am learning to forgive and let go of resentment towards other people due to past hurts. Just let go of the burden and be fully present in what is happening right now. In order to be present in a conversation or just be fully aware of the moment that I'm experiencing, I started to intentionally and consciously find something to be thankful for from that present moment. That way, I consciously focus my attention on the things that are going on around me at that moment. I try to pay attention to the world around me. I try to pay attention to the words coming out of my friend's mouth, for example, the way that the words are pronounced, why some words are emphasized the way they are. I know this is me probably over-processing the moment, but I do my best to absorb and appreciate each passing second while I listen with the purpose of understanding the conversation. One thing that also helps with being mindful is to focus on one task at a time. This is quite challenging for me because I enjoy multitasking as efficiently as possible. I am always looking for tasks that I can simultaneously do in order to save time. But this also means that my focus is going to be divided between the tasks. This negatively affects my overall performance because I am not able to be equally mindful of everything that I am simultaneously doing. The funny and sad part about this is that I end up not saving time because I might have to correct any possible mistakes that I might have made, which I could have avoided if I had done the task in a much more relaxed and mindful way, which is doing one task at a time, taking a break, and then starting the next task. Earlier, I made mention of waking up in the morning at home, and after some hours, I find myself in the office without being fully aware or present in the minutes or hours that went by in between that time. I found out that taking out the first minutes after waking up to pray, to read, or maybe to meditate goes a very long way with mindfully starting that day. Also, engaging myself in physical activities like workouts at home, going for long walks, or deciding to cycle to work also helps to keep my body and my mind alert. And whenever my body and mind gets used to these activities, I spice it up a little bit. I change my cycling or walking routes. I try out different workout routines just to ensure that the physical activities keep on keeping my body and mind alert. Basically, taking a break from your daily routine could also help you to regain your mindfulness. The journey of this podcast has been helping me to practice mindfulness. Getting ideas for an episode while walking or cycling, for example, taking time to develop the ideas, recording, editing, and all the activities associated with podcasting help me to live in the moment of creation. Exploring your creative side, be it singing, be it drawing, writing, painting, taking photographs, or whatever you enjoy doing, would help you to live in the moment. In fact, the practice of mindfulness could encourage your creativity. In an episode of this podcast with Ikeoluwa Oluwayemi, she taught me to just breathe. This is a practice of mindfulness, being fully present to face the current situation, to enjoy the moment and allow your body, your spirit, and your soul to align and to be in one place. Kindly let me know how you practice mindfulness. Send me a direct message on Instagram at TOBIOJEKUNLE or an email to podcast.mirrortalk@gmail.com. Please do not forget to subscribe and share this episode with your loved ones. Remember that I love you, I see you, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. I am eternally grateful for your time, your love, and contributions. You mean a lot to me. Thank you once again for listening and sharing with your loved ones. Don't forget to subscribe and follow this journey on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other platforms in the description. Stay blessed.